What up guys, welcome to the year 2022 and today we are talking 3 basics of photography. Now I'm hoping you guys are having an awesome year already so far, and if you're not, you will have an awesome year. I have a good feeling with 2022, right? So let's just get into the video. So today we're talking shutter speed, aperture and ISO. Now what is shutter speed? Shutter speed is basically it's how fast your camera opens and closes or how slow it opens and closes. Now if you want to catch more actions, when you want to do sports photography, when you want to do it, like you just want to capture action when somebody's running faster, or you are attending a sports, whatever kind of sport you're attending, you want to capture those moments where somebody's kicking the ball, somebody's hitting that ball, or somebody's running. Well, I prefer you shoot from 100 a second going up, depending on the day, how is the light, how is everything. If the light is too harsh, obviously you gotta go too close to mine. It ends at 4,000 per second. Obviously you're gonna go to 4,000 per second, but if the light is not that high, obviously you're gonna reduce, but don't reduce up until 60th of a second. Going down there, it's not good for action. Now if you want to catch the low shutter speed, you want to catch like the long exposures, you want to capture like things being milky, you want to capture motion, you know, you can go down there like half of a second, half of a 30th of a second, going down there, you know, like the numbers are here. This is the number here. Now next thing, we're talking aperture. Now what is aperture? Aperture is when the f-number in your camera. I'm using a Nikon D5600. Mine starts from 3.5 up until 32 f-stop. So if you put your f-stop into 32 during daylight and you're trying to capture image, your picture is gonna be dark, because the more you put the number up is the more you close your the aperture. That hole in your aperture is the hole that allows light to come into your camera and to capture your image. We all know there is no photography without light. So if you want to shoot 32 f-stop, make sure that your shutter speed it's below. Your shutter speed is 2 seconds, 30th of a second going down there, because when the more your shutter speed opens and your aperture closed, it's gonna like balance the light, that it will bring more light to come into your camera, and then that's when you can get more light. But if you're shooting daylight and you want to shoot, like I said, you want to shoot sports or you want to shoot product or anything, make sure that if you want to get everything in details, don't go above f10. Just end at f10, f8, f7. You're going to get details, like everything's going to be details. What do I mean by that? Have you seen a picture where your subject is in focus and everything is out of focus? Well, that's a low f-stop, where it's 3.5, like my camera is 3.5, but the aperture is open more of a hole. When it's open more of a hole, more light comes in, obviously, but that number 3.5 is a shallow depth of field. It makes what's in front in focus and what's behind your subject out of focus. Like when you put your focus box on me, whatever that is behind me, if you're shooting at 3.5, it's gonna be out of focus. But if you increase, like go to 5, you go to 8, you go to 10, you go to 11, everything's gonna be in focus. That's how f-stop number works. F-stop number works on bringing things in focus, things out of focus, and also allowing more light to come in. Now ISO, what is ISO? Basically ISO is just extra light. Have you seen when you shooting in low light? Let me just turn off this light. Basically you can't see me. I'm gonna use my phone. You see, when trying to shoot in this situation, well, it's when you increase the f-stop. I mean, when you're trying to shoot in this situation, it's when you increase the ISO. But problem is, you see the noise that is in the video, you're gonna get those noise in your images at all. So the highest you can reach your ISO, for me it's 200. I don't go above 200. I end up at 200. If not, I try to bring some light, I don't know how, but I don't go above 200 because I don't want to bring noise into my image or my videos. So now, what you need to do is to master all those 3. Make sure if you're shooting daylight, your shutter speed is above 60th of a second. And then your f-stop number, it's up to you what you want to bring in focus. But you must never go above 10. Like you must never go above f10 at all. Then your ISO basically I'll put it on 100, then you're gonna balance the picture. But if you want to shoot low shutter speed at night, also put your ISO on 100, because if you don't put it on 100, you're just gonna get a white image, like it's clipping. So put it on 100, make sure your f-stop number is above, maybe it's at 10, maybe, you never know, maybe it's at 11, maybe it's at 23, it's up to you. Then your shutter speed number, it's below 30 per second, going down there. And sometimes you can put it above, sometimes you can put it on time. It's up to you. When you want it to close, then you're gonna capture motions. It's like when you see the lights when you see there are lights and you're shooting with the lights, and then you just freeze them, it's just gonna be lights. But if you wanna put a low shutter speed exposure, it's gonna be like, you know, when how should I put it? It's just gonna be low shutter speed, like something like this. That's low shutter speed. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you like it, please guys, like, just hit the subscription button, just hit the like button. If you have any comment, and next time I'll be bringing you guys more and more about the photography thing. Well, I'll also the bonus, let me give you a bonus. When you're shooting, whatever you're shooting, make sure your focus is on autofocus. Don't put it on manual focus, because if you put it on manual focus, sometimes your LED screen makes you think like whatever shooting is in focus. Well, it's not in focus. Some of us we like shooting variety pictures and not checking them. I don't like reviewing my pictures most of the time. So imagine when I get to the studio, check my videos are all out of focus. So put it on autofocus. When you put it on autofocus, make sure that box, it's where your subject is, like you have a focus box in your camera. Obviously make sure that box is on the subject, and put on the beep button, so when you shoot your subject, when you focus, it's gonna make that beep sound, then you know it's in focus, then you shoot. And that's my bonus tip for you guys. Hope you enjoy 2022. See you in February.